In today's episode of Why People Laugh at Gender Studies, we look at the bully hunters. Yep, you may have seen some of the big names tackle this one already. For those that don't know, Bully Hunters is, or should I say was, and I will get to that, an organization of supposedly professional female gamers who would try to protect other female gamers from bullying on Counter-Strike Global Offensive. But I will let one of the hosts of their live stream introduce it in her own words, though I will be cutting it for time.
We're introducing a new tool that's going to be available globally to help end in-game harassment by connecting victims of in-game harassment with skilled gamers who want to help in real time. Over here, we have our casual gamers. These gamers represent you and I. They're just doing what they love to do. They're right now playing Counter-Strike Global Offensive, otherwise known as CSGO. Over here, we have some completely different gamers, not connected into the casual gamers whatsoever in any way. These are the bully hunters. They're pro elite gamers who would like to use their skills in gaming to help in-game harassment, end in-game harassment, and make it a more respectable, welcoming place for everyone.
Now, the premise of the whole thing is kinda, I want to say, stupid. Again, I will let her explain.
So, how does this all work? First, let me introduce you to my co-host, our co-host, Tien Tran.
Here's a top-level explanation for what may happen. While our casual gamers are playing, they may experience harassment. When that happens, we'll be alerted. They'll also call on a bully hunter. A bully hunter will jump into their game and take on harassment head-on. They'll hunt down and take out the perpetrator. You heard that correctly. Bully hunters will get these harassers where it hurts them the most, by beating bullies at their own game.
Bully Hunters was set up specifically for Counter-Strike Global Offensive. I have no idea if they intended to also do other platforms, so this is just one online game, and their specific mandate was basically this. If you feel bullied, call one of these professional gamer ladies for help, and they will kill said bully in-game. That's it. One person comes in, kills the bully. Again, this assumes the gamer in question is good enough for this to be noted. Now, I'm not putting down the pro gamers who are helping the people calling for bully hunter help. Far from it. But this is Counter-Strike Go. As an avid player of the original Counter-Strike from as far back as when it was in initial beta as a Half-Life mod, I still have the old install files for all the betas, including Beta 1, I know the game works on a round system. Each round, the team spawns together. When a player dies, they're out until the round ends. The round ends when the objective is completed or the entire enemy team is eliminated. So the bully hunter, in order for their kills to matter, would need to kill the same player, hopefully repeatedly, to bully them into submission. This means they have to potentially fight past the enemy team to get at this person, assuming someone else hasn't already killed their target, or the enemy team hasn't killed said bully hunter. At the face of it, it's fairly pointless unless these ladies are either supernaturally gifted at the game, or just supernaturally lucky to be able to keep killing this one player and have that player notice being targeted, as opposed to it just being part of the normal game. But let's assume these pro-gamer ladies can manage it, and consistently enough that the supposed bully notices, hey, this one lady keeps killing me. It's basically bullying. You disliked what this one guy said, so rather than put him in his place yourself or mute him, you called in pro help to bully your bully. Worse, it shows you can't be bothered to use a much easier method. The mute button, which doesn't need a ton of donations to work, doesn't need a mobile app or website access, doesn't take a lot of time, and doesn't need an entire team of pro gamers at your beck and call to call in whenever you need help, and can make your life a lot easier.
Unfortunately, most people who use the microphone tend to be the people you don't want to hear. If you encounter somebody like this, rather than telling them to shut up, which usually does the opposite, load up the scoreboard, click on their name and block communication. There, all silent again.
Oh look! The bully is muted! He can't bully you anymore! And you did it all by yourself! It gets worse when we see this put into action later in the stream. Again, I will cut it a bit for time.
Okay, we are looking at the play from our casual gamer, the Rose Thorn. Let's watch what happens. Take a look.
You dumb whore, learn how to play the fucking game properly. All that, you still suck. I guess girls just suck at video games in general, stupid whore.
It was at this moment when we saw that it was not just trash talking. It was straight up harassment. So that's when the Rose Thorn, our casual gamer, decided to call on one of our bully hunters. What the Rose Thorn did in this case was use our new tool on her mobile device. We'll show you later how our tool works. But let's see what happens now. So the bully hunter has now been alerted and should be joining the game soon. Okay, pause right there. Now zoom in to the bottom left corner. It says our bully hunter has just entered the game. See, bully hunter 77 has joined the game. Now our victim, the Rose Thorn, and our bully hunter can communicate with one another. Let's take a look at how that plays out. Now let's zoom out and roll the footage, please. And there it is. Pause right there again, please. Now, our bully hunter has asked the Rose Thorn live in-game who is harassing her. And our victim then immediately replied. Let's zoom in again on the bottom left-hand corner. Now, you see there, the tool connected these two, a victim with a bully hunter. Okay, so now bully hunter 77 knows the name of the harasser, and she is ready to take action. Now, we are going to switch over to bully hunter 77's screen to watch the hunt. Cut to that feed, please, and play it. So we are watching our bully hunter. She knows who the harasser is, and she is on the hunt. You can still hear the harassment in the background. It doesn't stop. So now bully hunter 77 is looking for the harasser. And it looks like she's going to use her knife, folks. And there it is. And look right there. See in the lower left-hand corner. Let's pause that and zoom into that. Our bully hunter left the calling card message to the harasser. Harassment is not a game. bullyhunters.org.
So that was it. The pro gamer shows up, asks in a private message who the person is, then eventually finds the person, kills them once, and leaves a pithy copy and pasted calling card text message. This is fairly equivalent to people whining in World of Warcraft, "That's just my ult, wait until I get my main."
Silly Nim, bet you thought you won, but you're gonna die when all ever mains log on. Allies acting stupid, hit his 55 mage in the face with a few shadow bolt crits.
But what it also signals is weakness on the part of the casual gamer, which can also fuel the bully. You just fed the troll. Unless this pro gamer can keep at it and bully your bully hard enough to put them in their place and realize he's being put in his place, you may have just given them fuel for when the hunter leaves. Luckily, we know this entire event and every single part of their footage was entirely staged. Yep, you see the Rose Thorn is also Bully Hunter 77, and also these two other accounts. After watching the stream and trying to learn more about the gamers involved, some industrious people like Anime Dad looked up the stream accounts of the players involved, and it turns out the Rose Thorn also plays as Bully Hunter 77, among other Bully Hunter personas. Bully Hunter 89, Bully Hunter 03, etc. In fact, Bloodblink, the featured account in this image, is friends with only 3 other people, 2 of which also played as the Rose Thorn. In fact, if you pay attention to the Steam ID in the URL for these accounts, the name is TestBHVic1 for Bloodblink, and CatScream is TestBHVic2, short for Test Bully Hunter Victim. Presumably, Bloodblink played the Bully Hunter, and Hunter played the Rose Thorn in this clip. The Test Bully Hunter accounts only have one game they have bought, Counter-Strike, and bought it only shortly before the Bully Hunter stuff started, if you go by the badge's date. The accounts were thus made purely for staging videos for Bully Hunters. So not only was the entire thing staged from the get-go and trotted out as if it had happened over the last 4 hours.
You heard that correctly. Bully hunters will get these harassers where it hurts them the most, by beating bullies at their own game. Will it happen tonight while you are watching? We don't know, but odds are yes, since it's already happened several times in the past 4 hours.
But what little they did was kill the supposed bully once and flash a quick, pithy message on the screen. They even show another hunt later on, the casual gamer being PinkLight23, which if you refer to the screenshot is played by Hunter, who also played the Rose Thorn in the earlier example.
So that's one of the elements of it.
Oh, Mr. Lane, I'm Dr. Solomon. I'm so sorry to interrupt, but there is something we need to show the audience right now. In just a second here, the lights have come down, and that is a signal for a bully hunt. Now let's see exactly how a bully hunt works. This is our casual gamer, PinkLight23, who has been harassed in-game. That's her, but let's cut to her feed. So we can see right now that we're in PinkLight23's game. She's doing what she loves, playing CSGO.
You want to get raped, bitch? I know where you live. I can't handle how big her tits are. You want me to rape you?
Now let's see how she used our global tool to call a bully hunter. Play that, please. So Pink Light 23 is in game. What she's going to do is call a bully hunter with our tool. She's doing it right now. She just logged onto our site, logged in with her Steam account, and is now locating a bully hunter. Now let's see which bully hunter was called. So Pink Light 23 called the bully hunter. Now let's go back to her game and see how that plays out. Cut to that, please. Now we have Pink Light 23's game here, and if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, Bully Hunter 03 has entered the game.
Here we have Bully Hunter 03, which was also played by Bloodblink, as this screenshot shows. So again, the same 2 or 3 people are playing all the accounts here. You'll also notice the feeds are being really dishonest.
What she's going to do is call a bully hunter with our tool. She's doing it right now. She just logged onto our site.
Right here, you see where they claim the player is calling in a bully hunter. Presumably, the casual gamer is alt-tabbing to get to the website in the middle of a game. She had a knife out, comes up a stair, tabs over to the website without any prompt like you'd normally see on a computer doing so. You know, something like this. She then immediately clicks Call a Hunter and then tabs back to the game and engages in combat. But she hasn't gotten a hunter. Earlier, we saw the full process.
Now let's use the situation between the Rose Thorn and Bully Hunter 77 to explain to everyone how the tool works. Now let's see that. So what the Rose Thorn had done was gone to our website and select Call a Bully Hunter. As you can see, there is an army of bully hunters who have unique names and ratings. She then logged on through her Steam account. And we'll switch to that right now. And
did you catch the Steam account? Yep, that's Hunter, being shown to be the Rose Thorn. And it's also Pink Light 23, and during the ending montage, Ms. Killa. So the same 2 people are engaged in every single example of bullying in this stream. But let's continue.
Once she was done, it took her to a screen where she could select Locate a Hunter. She was then matched with Bully Hunter 77, who added her on Steam. You see, it says Bully Hunter 77 will send you a friend invite. This screen then reminded her to invite the Bully Hunter to the game. And after the hunt, she could add a rating based on her experience.
Luckily, the 2 accounts were already friends, so this friending step didn't need to be done. Did you notice how long that took? And did you notice there was an extra step? They only showed clicking to locate and then skipped the menu where they have her select the bully hunter from a list and went right to the confirmation screen of the 3 steps. So we know this isn't live, this is an edited video, and it's being plastered on a live stream as a supposed example of online bullying recorded in the last 4 hours while they made this stream. In fact, we know the part where the website is shown is just clipped in between a normal video. Here's the video without the added website footage.
23 is in game. What she's going to do, logged onto our site and logged in with her Steam account.
Notice how it's seamless? That's because it originally was. The makers of the stream hoped you wouldn't notice this because they spent so long at the website footage. But let's continue this second example.
Now we have Pink Light 23's game here, and if you look in the bottom left-hand corner, Bully Hunter 03 has entered the game. Now Bully Hunter 03 is in, and she's going to ask our Pink Light 23 to name the harasser. There it is. And now we know the harasser and the hunt is on. Now let's see it from Bully Hunter 03 perspective. Cut to that, please. Now we're following Bully Hunter 03 as she pursues the bully. That's Pink Light 23 over there in the game, and Bully Hunter 03 is moving fast. Oh, and there's a kill and a double kill done excellently. And now we have the calling card here for Bully Hunters in the bottom corner. Bully Hunter harassment is not a game.
Yep, 1 kill on the supposed bully in the same pithy calling card. And now the bully hunter can go back to what they were doing before, presumably going to other games to do the same thing, and likely nothing will happen of it. I mean, look at the response from either the so-called bully or an actual player who was on the same server they staged this. I'm so scared. You gonna call your mom? So not only did they stage this, someone gave you the perfect pithy response any troll or bully might respond with. So what? People making videos and tweets about the staging were later able to see this tweet of one of the hosts admitting it was all staged. Here's the script for the stream. The staging for the entire thing was so blatant, even all the harassment leveled at the players is staged. You can tell because they used the same guy for every single recording of harassment.
Shut up, I hope you get raped. I will literally beat your fucking head in, bitch. Your sex fucking should euthanize. You dumb whore, learn how to play the fucking game properly. All that, you still suck. I guess girls just suck at video games in general. Stupid whore. You want to get raped, bitch? I know where you live. I can't handle how big her tits are. You want me to rape you? Bitch, I know where you live. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna rape you.
You might not have been able to tell because of how long there is between each recording, but when played back to back, you can tell immediately. It's the same guy. And since these are in different maps and the person being bullied changes names, it's more than likely that this is a member of the Bully Hunter staff working as part of the staged encounter, which also explains how they know where to find their opponent and pull off the kills they need to make the encounter work. Even if you watch the final montage, they only show one attempt at bullying. The rest is just people with Bully Hunter names joining games and flashing the copy-paste response after a kill. We don't know any harassment went on aside from their paid actor at the very beginning.
Cue highlights, please.
Bitch, I know where you live. I'm gonna find you and I'm gonna rape you. You stupid gamer whore, bitch.
So the Bully Hunters couldn't find enough online harassment to make a real video, either for their Bully Hunter encounters or their montages, so they had to stage encounters and make them even more graphic than presumably real life, just to push their narrative so they can consequently push their product. But the dishonesty doesn't end there. Bully Hunters make several claims of statistics for online harassment in the stream and on their website, claiming this.
Sexual harassment in gaming. Over 21 million female gamers have experienced harassment, sex taunts, or threats in-game. Millions of gamers, female gamers and gamers alike, have experienced trying to hide their gender online to just avoid targeted harassment. And 36% of female gamers have literally stopped playing a game or stopped playing games altogether because of this.
This is a type of harassment that over 21 million female gamers have experienced.
But where do they get this statistic from? Well, people tried to ask them, but they kept refusing to cite a source, claiming that people should watch the stream or go to their website, both of which didn't cite the source. Eventually, the source was pinned down as this survey done by the blog Price Charting. In it, they claimed to have done a survey of different gaming communities, of a grand total of 874 people. In the survey, they found 63% of women were harassed and 9.3% quit gaming entirely. And according to this tweet sent out by one of the hosts, they took this data and extrapolated it to the total market of gamers, assuming it was homogeneous among all the gaming communities. The original survey doesn't even state what gaming communities they surveyed, but they applied it to all games. And the source they are using to extrapolate the total number of harassed people includes games where you don't even communicate. If you own a console but don't play online, you somehow were still bullied online. I can't even find the survey they used online, so I don't even know if this includes mobile phone gamers. So in all, they had to make up statistics and invent a fictional problem in the online gaming community of one game. Fake a live stream to drive up hype for their service, and their service, as shown, is feeding the trolls. And again, you could have skipped all of this with the damned mute feature that is already part of the game. Everything that could be wrong with this was. It got so bad, the Bully Hunter Twitter and website were both taken down, and as far as I know, all the companies that supported the project backed out. But there is one thing I think needs to be said, where I differ from a lot of the other internet personalities on this. Some have dredged up a 6-year-old video of the host calling people faggots on a live stream. Pointing out who acts like a bully is now hosting an anti-bullying stream. While it's not acceptable, and I mock people in-game for using such words, it's a 6-year-old clip. People are allowed to change their minds and grow up. Others point to her abusive tweets back at people who criticized her, and again I point to the fact she's a human being, and she's had thousands of people bitching her out over this Bully Hunter business since it collapsed. Please people, criticize the Bully Hunter brand, the methods, etc. But don't base your opinions on the idea how one person acts on their personal Twitter. She's human. People make mistakes, they get stressed, and they eventually learn from their mistakes. She shouldn't have to be publicly shamed for it by millions dogpiling on her for mistakes she did 6 years ago, just because you have an issue with her now. That's it for me. If you enjoyed this video, remember to mash that like and subscribe button. If you enjoy this content or have requests for future videos, leave a comment or send me a message. If you want to be kept up to date on when I post videos, feel free to follow me on Facebook and Twitter. And as always, I will see you next time.